Everyone, I'm coming to you from my car. I just drove back up from a quick trip to Seattle where I presented a training for the University of Washington for a department there in their medical school. It was a very simple training on stress and managing uncertainty in our lives. Nothing earth-shattering for sure. And sure enough, some of the feedback I got after the hour-long training simply said that, hey, this is too basic. I already knew all this stuff. I was hoping for more information, more data from the literature, etc., etc., etc. But there were 3 people out of the 16 who specifically came up to me afterwards and wanted to share some of their own uncertainties, some of their own struggles that they were facing. And several others on their feedback form shared with me stories that they were facing and opportunities for growth that they had in their lives and some choices they had to make, even though they were anonymous and I didn't know who wrote them. What that reminded me is that almost all of us want somebody in our lives to whom we can reach out to and share some of our struggles, share some of our stresses, share some of our uncertainties with. Not because we expect them to give us advice, though advice might be helpful, but because we want somebody that we know cares and is willing to listen to us and to sympathize with us and share with us the struggle of simply being a human being. And I thought, that really applies to real estate as well. There are lots of people out there who say, in a few years you won't need a real estate agent. Everything will be done online. It will all be automated. It'll be an easy, smooth process. And you don't need somebody there to help you buy property. And I'm no expert. I can't predict the future, but I'm not sure that's really true. Because as I work with people in all walks of life, whatever hat I'm wearing for the day, whether Navy chaplain, providing training somewhere, or certainly as a real estate agent, I've discovered that people want to connect with other people. We live in a world where we have information overload. Within minutes, I can find out data about just about any topic under the sun by pulling out my cell phone. But what I've discovered is that people want to connect to people. What does that look like? Somebody on Facebook recently, for example, posted, hey, recently moved here, and now I've got all these cardboard boxes I need to get rid of. Where can I take them to be recycled? Now, you don't need to post on Facebook to find out where to recycle cardboard on Whidbey Island. A simple search on a search engine will pull up that information with just a few seconds. So why would you post it on Facebook? Because you want to connect with somebody else. Now, we may not do that consciously, but I think subconsciously there's this desire to connect human being to human being. We have all this information in the world, but information isn't what makes the world goes round. Our relationships do. And when you think about uncertain worlds and dealing with stress, isn't that the real estate world? Most people buy a house or sell a house only once or twice, a handful of times in their lives. And while they can find a lot of information and data about how to do it and what price they can maybe expect to buy for, and they can find all sorts of information online, most people still want to have a friendly face, a friendly voice, a listening ear that they can call and talk to talk over their decisions of real estate. And so that's what I'm here for. That's my passion. I really see this as a service industry. Yes, you can find a lot of information online. Yes, there's a lot of data out there that can help you make the decision to buy and sell real estate. But a computer can't listen to you in the way that hopefully I can. And I'm not going to give you tons of advice, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I'm going to try to present the information out there in the best way possible so that you have the clearest opportunity to make a decision that works for you. It's one of the reasons I chose to work at Coldwell Banker Cucci Real Estate in my own life, is I knew that there were people there that cared about me as an individual. They didn't just see me as a means to making money. They saw me as an individual, and they knew, and I know that if I've got a question, I can go down the hall and ask somebody, and they're going to take the time to invest in me, even though they don't get anything out of it in return. I hope that I can offer that same level of service to the clients that I work with. That regardless of whether they move into base housing or rent a home or buy a home or sell a home, that they know that I cared about them and I was here to listen, and that they did not have to take the real estate journey alone. So whatever you've got going on in your life, whatever uncertainties you may face, whether it's real estate related, work related, certainly on this Valentine's Day, maybe you're reminded of some relationship issues you've got to work through. Whatever the case may be, I hope you have somebody in your life that can simply listen to you and be there for you, even when you don't have it, especially when you don't have it figured out. And in the same way, I hope that you offer a listening ear and a comforting shoulder to those around you when they need it, so that they know that they're not alone. We're all in this together. I'm pulling for you. Have a blessed day.